Welcome to the NUPOC Video Study Guide number 7. We're going to look at question 6 in the General Math section of Guide 1. And this question is just asking us to simplify this expression here. And you may look at that and say, gee, that looks pretty simplified already. There's not too many terms. It doesn't look that complicated. But really what they mean when they say simplify is to just get it into the lowest order possible. So here, this is an order 4 equation. So let's see if we can get it down to order 2 or something like that. So the best thing to do, especially if you have order 4 or a multiple of 2, is to make it easy on yourself and just sort of redefine some of the variables so that we're just looking at something in order 2, because we're very familiar with factoring quadratics and dealing with those. So let's go ahead and do that first. So I'm just going to redefine, or I'm going to define a couple variables here. So I'm just going to say let x equal a squared, okay, and y equal b squared. So now I'm just going to substitute in x and y. I'm going to rewrite the equation here. And so what we're going to get is we'll actually have x squared plus y squared over x plus y. Okay, so now we're just in terms of squared, so we just have a quadratic. So the next thing I want to do is I want to add some terms on the top here, okay, or I want to add a term on the top here that will make this x squared plus y squared factorable, okay, into something x plus something y, okay. So think about it this way, right? If we had, let's just do this off to the side here, consider, right, if we had x plus y squared, right, we would have some x squared, we'd have the square of the first term, and then you would have the square of your second term, y squared, right, and then you would have twice the product of the first and the second term, so xy. Well, that's a terrible y. Okay, there we go. So we already have x squared plus y squared here, right? So let's just add in this term, and then we can factor it back to this, which is only in order 2, right? And then actually we can cancel this with this x plus y in the denominator. But if we do that, now we've changed the problem, so we just have to make sure we subtract out this term on the top as well to make sure that we're just adding 0. So let's just go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and make this on top. We'll have x squared. I'm going to put this term in the middle just so it looks more like the quadratic that we're familiar with. So we'll have 2xy, and then we'll have plus y squared. And then we'll make sure to subtract out 2xy, and of course that is all over x plus y. Okay, so now let's go ahead like we said we were going to do, and let's take this part of it here, and let's just bring that back down to this square term here. So now I'm going to kind of come all the way over here. So now this is equal to x plus y squared minus 2xy all over x plus y. We can now split this up into two different fractions. So this is x plus y squared over x plus y minus 2xy over x plus y. Okay, so we can get rid of that term and the squared on top, and so we're left with x plus y, and I'm really having trouble with my y's, huh? Okay, and then minus 2xy over x plus y. Okay, so now we've brought it all down. We were in terms of squared x and y's, now we're just in terms of x's and y's, which is great. So we've reduced the order of the equation. Now we just have to remember to sub back in our original variables. So using these definitions right here, we'll just write in this is a squared plus b squared minus 2a squared b squared over a squared plus b squared. So that's our answer, and we have reduced the order of the equation, or the order of the expression, from 4 down to 2. Even though it has more terms, it's still the simplified version.